sockets. And so you can see the difference between sort of a more traditional unbroken surface area, full coverage socket, and the CRS style socket. So what the CRS style socket stands for compression release stabilized socket. What it does is it essentially pre-compresses the tissue around on either side kind of that bone. You can see the humerus bone in this case. Here. And so when you compress tissue, it's got to have a place to go when it's being compressed. So there are open areas next to the compression areas where that tissue then can emerge. And so with this kind of socket, it's really, really good. It has a lot of really positive, I guess, results as a result of wearing these. There are pros and cons to kind of every kind of device, but some of the things that it does well is that, it improves the user's control over the device because, that tissue is already pre-compressed. The bone doesn't have to essentially move through a lot of soft tissue before hitting the device in order to move it. So that's great. There's less slippage around, it's that residual limb is in there very well. And the pressure along the device is more evenly distributed sort of across the bone, across the length of the shaft of the bone, as opposed to when people are picking things up with devices, having the tip of that person's, the distal end of their bone sort of being that point area of pressure. But one of the things that wasn't really mentioned in the literature when I started doing this research was that these CRS sockets are really great for some things, but they may have an issue with causing soft tissue damage. And so I'll explain a little bit why.